Benson Shum is here with me, and we are going to be talking about Ralph Breaks the Internet. Congratulations on this movie finally hitting theaters. You've been working at Disney for a number of years now, right? How long have you been there?
I've been there for about 6 years now. So my first film was Wreck-It Ralph, then it was Frozen, Big Hero 6, Zootopia, Moana, and Wreck-It Ralph 2.
So just those little ones.
Why didn't you tell me I was in the presence of a genius?
When you were, in school, and I understand that you took some courses here at Vancouver Film School, which is really cool. Did you have it in your mind that one day you'd be working on these massive Disney animated features?
No, it's always been a dream to work at the studio, and to actually be a part of those films has been incredible.
This is the most beautiful miracle I've ever seen.
When you're dealing with a team the size that must be behind Ralph 2, I'm not sure. How many people worked on the movie, do you think?
It's about 600 people altogether, and
Wow.
the animation department has about 70 people.
Wow. Can you tell us a little bit about the process? Like, how does your work sort of get into the finished product, you know? I mean, there has to be, I guess, a homogeneous kind of quality to all of the work, and there's all of these disparate elements coming together. How does that all happen?
So there's several departments, and for animation, we sit with the directors to kind of go over what they want in the shot, and we show work in progress until it's approved, then we pass it on to other departments. And it's great because as they go through the departments, we see how every department elevates the quality, then see it as a final, like part of the whole final film. It's amazing.
So you worked on specific pieces. I guess that's how it kind of works at Disney Animation, is that you don't sort of work on the whole thing all at once. You work on pieces and then you assemble it together, right?
Yeah, so we get assigned specific shots and specific characters, and then we work with our colleagues to collaborate on scenes so that they kind of seem seamless.
Would you say that animation as it stands right now with the computer work that's being done with movies like Ralph 2 is as much technology as it is, traditional artistry?
Yeah, we do have still the traditional animators working with us directly, so like Mark Ken, and he's like an animation legend at the studio who created Ariel and Jasmine and
Wow.
Tiana.
Is it a balance of the past and the future at Disney?
Yes, definitely there is a balance. On the walls you still see the original Mickey Mouse drawings all the way to the most recent animated films as well. So, and that's one thing that's so great about it, is that because of the history, you try to reference that but also look towards the future.
Isn't that interesting?
Take me back to when you were a student and you were learning a lot of your craft. I want to know, what has surprised you about the professional world of animation? Like something maybe you didn't consider or weren't aware of. Some of the work that maybe goes into a movie like Ralph 2 that you just have a real appreciation for now that you've made a bunch of movies in the professional world.
I think a lot of it's growing up, you see the movement and you see the craft, but working at a studio, you start to realize there's a lot of thought behind every single pose and every single scene. And I think that's what makes Disney amazing, is that a lot of the characters are very sincere, they're thinking. And I think that's something that I've learned through my years there.
I'm a huge fan of what's going on with Disney animation, and I've been a big fan of Pixar for a long time, but it's very fascinating to see. It's almost like this resurgence over the last few years of just this incredible work. I have a 6-year-old daughter, and I just see the delight in her face. And it must feel so gratifying to know that you're impacting families like this all over the world, right?
Yeah, it's amazing, especially when you see kids or adults perform the actions that you animated, and they're just running around trying to be Elsa, and it's amazing. Yeah.
People are going to go to this movie in droves starting this weekend, and what should they be looking out for in terms of your work? What did you provide to the movie?
I would say when you watch the princess sequence, there's a shot that I animated with Mulan, and that's one of my favorite Disney princesses, and to be able to animate her was a dream too.
And now for the million-dollar question.
Out of the projects that you have worked on, is there one that is your personal favorite or one that you would love to revisit if there is going to be a sequel?
I don't know if there would be a sequel, but I did love working on Zootopia because I love animating animals.
Do animals talk to you?
No.
Benson, amazing to meet you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And we'll keep watching your movies.
Thank you so much.